So, I'm home today off work and just got a package in the mail from Atlas Tools and Machinery in Etobicoke. This is my first electric screwdriver by Vessel. Vessel makes two models. There's the gray one, which is the high speed, and this is the black one, which is the high torque model. So let's just have a look. This is just a first look. I can't say how it performs yet. I haven't used it. But I believe it's a 60-minute charge time from empty. It's 5 volts. It's 220 revolutions per minute. And the high speed, I believe, is 1200 revolutions per minute. This one is, I think it's 17 inch-pounds, like 2 Newton meters. And the other one's like 0.2 or 0.4 Newton meters. It's significantly less torque. And from experience, like I have the Wera Turbo driver, which is actually more expensive than this. This was about $80 Canadian. And that, I think that Wera one was about the same price or a little bit more. And that thing cannot break anything free in turbo mode. Like, and understandably so, because speed and torque are inversely proportional, just like volts and amps. So you bump up the torque, you lower the speed. You bump up the speed, you lower the torque. Just like a transmission in a vehicle. So let's just go over just first impressions. The thing feels nice, as all the Vessel drivers do, and I'm sure I'm going to be really happy with this because I've got Vessel several of their ball grips. I've got their Impacta damaged bit removal set. I've got their wood handle tank through driver set, and I just ordered their cushion grip set, so that should be coming this week as well. But just some right off the hop things I like. It feels just the same as, it's the same. I've honestly got some like PH3 drivers that are heavier than this. This just fits in your hand just like a regular screwdriver. It's got a nice little USB light on it, which is nice. It's not too loud. I think this little light here is for when you charge it. Sorry. Comes with one PH2 bit, and I believe everything that comes from Vessel is JIS compatible, so Japanese Industrial Standard compatible. And I'll tell you right now, if you haven't used a JIS bit, they work way, 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 way better than a standard, North American Phillips bit. Now the story behind the JIS was, it was in about behind the Phillips JIS is, so Americans invented the Phillips, and it's actually designed, the Phillips bit is actually designed to cam out early so you can't over torque a bolt. The problem is when a bolt becomes rusted, it'll also cam out, right? When trying to remove it. So these ones, it's got a different, you have to look it up online, pictures and stuff, but it's got a different, angles and stuff on the bit, and it fits way more. Fits in the screws deeper, and just doesn't cam out. So, Japanese said, hey, we want to be able to torque our screws whatever we want, so they invented the JIS. And I don't think from my research, there's not any true JIS. They're JIS compatible, which I believe most of the Vessel stuff is. So, like I said, if you haven't picked up a JIS bit from Vessel, pick one up. You will notice the difference right away. Even stuff around the house that's come loose, I've just gotten or I've tightened it already with with a Phillips, and then I've grabbed the JIS, and it just goes more and more. Another cool thing I like about this, and I was kind of worried because when I was watching reviews on it, it almost looked like people were pulling it back to tighten it, but it's not. So you push in, down, and that goes in. So forward and then pull it back, reverse, which makes sense, and I'm glad they did it like that. Otherwise I would have had to open it up and reverse the switch, because this rotates. It's locking. Just flip that up. You can put any old bit you want in there, inch bits, 2-inch bits, whatever. I think this is what, 4-inch bit. But yeah, this is, you can just hold it there, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to break any, you know, really tight bolts free on electric mode, but hopefully. But even so, you know, you give it a turn and spin it out. So I'm pretty excited to use these. The other options were Bosch makes one, WeHa makes one, the Speedy, and DeWalt makes that centrifying, basically I think it's like centrifuge driver, but it's big. It's almost like a drill. It folds, and it got a lot of negative reviews. The Bosch one I didn't really look into. I know someone else was talking about it on Instagram, and this one was, like I said, about $80 Canadian from Atlas Tools. It's about the same price on Amazon, but their delivery time was rubbish. I got this in like 3 days from Atlas, and then the Speedy, it was like $300. And because I've never owned one of these before, I didn't know if I really wanted to spend $300 on a screwdriver yet. If this is any good and I compare, you know, numbers and stuff between the two, and it's good, I might buy, you know, another one for another bag, or I might buy a few more of these if I like them. So yeah, if you're thinking about buying an electric screwdriver bit, I can't tell you how it performs yet. I will, after a week or two of use, I'll come back and update, but so far I am it's great. Fits in your hand just like a regular old screwdriver. So I'm really excited I'll be using this tomorrow, that's for sure. All right, thanks.